And welcome to the Weekly Roundup. My name is Darcy Evans with Trevor Grigg.
Hello mate, how are you?
Good, thanks Trevor. We're to the very last round of Division 3, so
almost finals time
for these boys, and what a round it was too, so some big surprises come out of this one. So the first game here we've got, gee whiz, it's heartbreaking for Jeps Cross. They went down to Golden Grove. It was 12-16, or sorry, Golden Grove, 12-16-88 to Jeps Cross, 11-9-75. So just 13 points there. They were up at half-time, as you can see, by 3 goals at half-time. Down by 1 point at three-quarter time. They got done in the last quarter. So heartbreak for Jeps Cross, who've had a bad year, as we know, but Golden Grove had a fairly good year. So heartbreaking for the last round. It would be nice to finish up with a win against Golden Grove, just to see, look, fellas, you know, let's try and rebuild now for next year.
Yeah, definitely. The president wouldn't have been happy either.
But the
mate, Gino, he wouldn't have been happy.
Mr. Capagreco, not indeed, no. So, but interesting. But as our producer. Okay, our goal scores with Gunning with 4, Blair with 2, Shaw with 2, individuals to 5 other players. Well done, spread around a bit. Best players Ingham, Pressler, Scuds, Blair and Gunning. And for Jeps Cross, who won the game, McCormick Smith with 3, Rose. We've got individuals there to about 8 or 9 other players, so well done to those. Did spread around a bit, obviously had to do something being down to the bottom side at half time. Best players Collins, Hudson, now I'm not sure how you pronounce this last name, my apologies, Mitskarichkin.
I was looking at it to see how you go. No, that was a cracker.
So apologies, but I hope that's close. Boothie, McCormick and McCormick Smith. So look, yeah, well done. Rams nearly got there, but well done to Golden Grove at the end of the day. So
very good.
And we've got the next game. We've got Atherstone up there, mate. So
yeah, so Atherstone took on Seaton Ramblers at Max Amber Sports Field, and it's one where I thought Atherstone would win, definitely. So it was 21-9, 135 to 13-6-84. The Ramblers down.
And big win there. They had control of the game, the whole game from the first quarter, second, third, and fourth. So they really had control.
Big second quarter.
Yeah, big second quarter. It was 7 goals to just the 1. So well done. Then another 6 goals, and then they finished up just a couple of goals in the last quarter. But they held them off very well. Yeah,
so for Seaton Ramblers, Plansky kicked 6, which is a fair effort, and getting smacked like that. Harris kicked a couple, Wild with 2 also. Polanski, Parker and Gates were the better players for Seaton.
And for Alston, we've got Lee with 5, Clayton with 4, Randall with 3, Sheedy with 2, Swift with 2, individuals with 6 other players there, and best players was Lee, Sheedy, Monda, Mosras and Ditto Valley.
Seaton have done better than what I thought
they have done this year. They really have. They're heartbreaking in the last few years. They had to really regroup again and to get back. They've done very well, but against the tops, Atherstone were class. So against the top side, it was not too bad a result.
Will salary cap have anything to do with that, you reckon? Had to throw it in.
You did.
You want me to start with this one?
No, you can start with this. Another heartbreak game for Flinders Park here.
We kept a good eye on this throughout the day when the game that we called, which is by all reports one of the best games that have been called so far this year. Yeah. Flinders Park going down by, what have we got here, 11-15-81 to 11-8-74. So 7 points, Darcy.
Not 7. We're down, as you can see, in the 3 quarters. We're about 4 goals down at 3-quarter time. Came back, but David Kenwell said it's still unacceptable coming to the finals to lose to a side that's 5th. They are in the finals, mentioned, but he says unacceptable if we want to be a force in the final series and get up to play in the grand final, get up to Division 2.
Yeah. For Mitcham, we had Gate and Beak. Wow. 3, Gregory and Rowe with 2, same with Mason. We have Schultz, Tucker, Clark, Hardy and Rolfe. That's the better players.
And for Flinders Park, we've got Chalor with 3, Benny George with 2, Holt with 2, Daniel Blythe and Comptijani, Green and Horsell. And the best players Blythe. If Blythe doesn't get the best and fairest this year, I'll go he. He's obviously one of the listed players for the Crows if they get short. Hasn't played a Crows game this year. He's got the man bun though, that's the only...
Oh no, we saw that on the weekend. We saw a man bun on the boundary umpire.
It was, boundary umpire. So what's going on with this game? So, but Blythe, very good player. Almond, Rogers, Demont and Green. So Flinders Park fell short and they've got to really lift their game to come to the final series now.
So how's old mate Geordie Hackler going out there at the moment? Geordie Hackler. He was at Portland last year and has gone, he was injured. He had a sore toenail, I think it was.
He hasn't been around very often because I haven't heard of him. So
okay.
I've heard of him, but I haven't heard much of what he's been doing. So
obviously not much, Geordie.
Yeah, dearie dear. Yeah, his name probably reserves, not sure, but anyway. The next game we've got Plimpton took on Kilburn. Another look, Kilburn have not had a good year. When you Again, lose by the last game of the year. They could have had this. It was Plimpton 17-12, 114 to Kilburn 6-9, 105. So again, only does that make about 14 points? So again, very disheartening for Kilburn. Just could have finished up the year.
Shout out to Shrek. I know he's very upset about it. He ended up getting in the goal scorers too.
He did
the
too.
Old boy.
Yep.
But
not many,
no, and they've had guys like guys like Shrek come back. And Ricky Fox, who went out the country, I think Taylor Ben, maybe, can't remember exactly, but he went out there to play when they had their bit of a downside. So it's good to see him back, and they've been able to get back into the finals again and that sort of stuff. But yeah, unfortunate for them. Long kick 5 for Kilburn with Suter and Gill, Alex Burnt and Howson also kicked a couple, and we've already mentioned the big guy, he's kicked 1. O'Loughlin, Galbraith, Parks, Suter and Ricky Fox were the best players there for the Chicks.
Yeah, and for Plymouth we've got Van der Haak with 4, Foot with 2, Pagorio with 2, Nelson with 2, Hurd with 2, individual 3 other players. Best players was McLeod, Barrett, Nelson, Tan and Taverna. So very high scoring game there. Good that the Kilburn did take them up there, so kicking 16 goals and 17 goals respectively, so it'll be a good game for you to watch.
Unlucky for Kilburn.
Now, was this the upset of the game, you reckon? Upset of the round?
I think it'd be close.
So Walkerville and Pembroke. So gee whiz, Walkerville, who obviously had a bit of a change of coach during the year as well. So
yes.
something's happened there. They were 8th, I think, when they changed coach, and they come out and played Pembroke, who we thought were probably by far the top three clubs, which they still are.
Must be given the right change out in the canteen now.
Well, you've been done, have you?
Not me personally, Darcy. But yeah, someone's obviously not an accountant up there at Walkerville there. No, we'll leave that be, but no, good on them.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, Walkerville 39-87, defeated Pembroke 7-1-43. So great win there to Walkerville. Set themselves up nicely. Not going to make finals, but set themselves up nicely for next year. I think change of coach, change of maybe the structures. Something's happened there because they've come up after that coach was gone, and they've won. I think they've won about half their last half the season games, which is very good. So we look for the goal scorers. We've got this is for Walkerville, From with 5, Schofield with 3, and individuals to 6 other players there. Best players Law, Kelson, Sinclair, Madden and O'Brien.
And for Pembroke, for the Kings, we had Evans also with 5, Bevan with a couple, Falzone, Canny, Nicholson, Dean and Willis were the better players there. So yeah, it was a surprise, definitely.
Tim Evans kicking 5 out of 7, so well done there. And we're going to next week's games, which is the first one of the finals.
First round, so the qualifying final this week, Darcy, and it's Flinders Park in Pembroke.
Yes.
At Flinders Park.
Now it's at Flinders Park, which is a bonus. That's good. Take on Pembroke, who had we had a bad game too last week. But look, obviously you know who I'm going for. I'll be going for Flinders Park, but in a good game of footage. I think Pembroke, after that loss 2 against Walkerville, will come back with fire in their belly as well.
Are they going to? I was just about to ask. Will you guys be playing at Flinders Park this week?
We are definitely playing at Flinders Park this week.
We've get some rough weather this week.
We've been off the ground for 3 weeks. The juniors they've played at the college up the road there, Nazareth College, so it's been totally free for 3 weeks. Sand everywhere. They can roll it and dole it and dice it, whatever they're going to do to it. But it's definitely ready this week.
Yeah, because it was obviously driving past that to go to work every day.
Yep.
I saw it when it was I thought it was the wetlands of Flinders. It was horrendous, and then all of a sudden the greens started to come through, and then the council come down and put some sand down for you. But you know, I don't think it's in too bad a nick at the moment.
No, it's just right now. So we need to do that for the finals because that's the most important part.
Yeah, and your oval's fully fenced, isn't it? So
it is.
Yeah.
And start charging, but they can jump the fence, but that's okay.
I think we joked about this on Saturday. So I know a particular oval that's free that can be used. Yeah. So Flinders Park and Pembroke. I'm going to go for Flinders Park here. Geordie Hackler, the bloke that Darcy doesn't know about, will come out of the twos and play really well in the A grade. Yeah. Your Flinders Park ball, was that last week or this week?
I
think it might have been last week. I think. What could that have been the problem?
It could have been too. Always thinking about that. So
I saw Geordie pushing up there and saying, come and see him to get all your tailoring done. So they might have done that. And the next one, the elimination final, Mitcham and Seaton Ramblers at Thomas Farms Oval.
I'm going for Seaton Ramblers this one. Ooh. I think they are. Yeah, it's got upset for me, but I think if we get Sean Cordy, hopefully he's back from the mines. He might just come back just purely for the finals. He's going to give him that lift, I hope, if he's back. But for me, Seaton Ramblers by a very close margin.
I think for guys like Lukey Grandlease and of course Matty Webber have known for a long time, I hope for their sake that they do get up, but I think Mitcham in a close one. Just.
Yep.
My perception's changing about Seaton. It really is.
Yep. Done well, so now to the Magoos.
Now, we're just going to quickly go through the results for this one. Next week we'll have our guests through so we can go through the games individually, but Jeps Cross going down to Golden Grove by, where are we, 51 points there, so unfortunately Jeppy's still running it hard there. Athelston and Seaton Ramblers in the B grade, so this is where Seaton really start to struggle a bit. 23-14, 152 to 1 goal to 8. Leave it there. Flinders Park and Mitcham, your boys did okay. Darcy, 16-10, 106 to 6-7-43, so they've had a really good year. Big bustling Benny Dyer. Love the boy.
He loves playing B grade. Whether they should play Mays, but he just loves it there. He's a lanky sort of a bloke, just sort of lumps around, sits there and takes the grab. He's had 5 players on him, just somehow comes out with the ball.
Yeah, it's used to own a little cafeteria there in the corner of Grand Junction and South Road, below the offices he used to work at.
Love this guy too.
Fabulous food, and his mum's a very nice lady too. And the next one, Plimpton versus Kilburn. Another result that Kilburn's had for most of the year. 22-17, 149 to 4 points. So they put up an effort. And then Walkerville getting the chocolates for both grades. 15-6, 96 to 8-7, 55. Couple of upsets, but nothing really major to go over. Looking at the first one, Flinders Park and Athelston. So you get the two there, Dars, on Saturday. Athelston are really They've had some really good form throughout the year. They're a strong outfit, but I'm going to go with Benny to kick about 6 or 7 if he's playing.
Will. Oh, he should do.
Just use that big buster, Ben, and you'll be fine. So I'm going to go Flinders Park at home, Darcy there, and Mitcham and Pembroke and Thomas Farm, so they get the double up. I just hope Mitcham do it because I hate Pembroke.
Fair enough.
Just throwing it out there. Yeah. Can't handle him. And the bloke that's on one of those ads. Oh boy. Oh, and it's. I mean, it goes on national TV on Thursday nights. The blokes at Coxback.
And we'll go straight into goal scorers. We've got Tommy Evans from Pembroke, believe it or not, on 73 goals. So
they're not all smacks. Just one bloke.
And Luke Randa from Athelston on 56. Daniel Blonsky for Seaton Ramblers from 54. Ben Gainbeek from Mitcham on 53, and Sam Gunning from Golden Grove on 50. So Tommy Evans, he's been there last few years on top, so it just keeps on keeping on. 5 goals last week, and I think in the finals he's going to be, as I said, Flinders Park did very well. If I can keep him down to only a couple of goals, that we'd certainly have a better shot at the game. And that's all for Division 3 for the finals. All best luck for the finals, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.